Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we are going to begin to add the code that will manage the transition from the first person character to the vehicle. And we're going to begin right at the very top by adding a new using statement. And we want Unity standard assets dot characters dot first person. Close the line off. And we need this so we can actually access the, if I come to it here in the scene, the FPS controller script. So with that in place, let's come to the void awake, and we need to make sure that the camera and the audio listener are disabled at the very beginning. So we'll come in, we'll say get component in children, open and close brackets. Inside the bracket we want camera, come to the end of the line, open and close brackets, dot enabled, and we're going to say that's going to be equal to false. So let's put that into the comments. Set vehicle camera to, I'll just put non-active. You can put disable the vehicle camera on startup, something like that. But let's just copy and paste that in again, and we're going to change camera to audio listener, and again we need to actually change the comment. Set cameras audio listener to non-active. So with that in place, let's come down to the vehicle empty function, and we want to come to the end of this button for our input. We're going to open and close brackets. We'll take this line where we change states and we'll paste that in between those new brackets, and then we want to come above that line inside the if loop, and let's say get component in children, and this time we're going to select the camera dot enabled, but this time we're going to say equals true. Let's close that line off, and we'll just put set camera to active, and we can also do the same for the audio listener. So let's just copy and paste that line in again. We'll change it to audio listener. We'll change the comment as well. And then we're going to come here and we're going to say game object with the capital G dot find game object with tag. We'll open and close brackets, inside the brackets little speech marks and player. We've done this before. We're going to say dot get component, open and close brackets, inside the bracket we're going to say first person controller, come to the end of the line, open and close brackets again, dot enabled equals false. And then we can close the line off, and I'm going to enter here for commenting. Find game object with tag of player let's come to the next line and set the first person controller to deactive. Okay, with that in place, we can actually just copy that little block and we'll paste it in twice more. So now we need to actually deactivate the camera on the player. And the same for the audio listener. So obviously here we're setting the camera and the audio listener to true on the vehicle and deactivating them on the player game object. So with that in place, we can actually copy all of this and we'll scroll down. And I think I've come a little bit too far. Yes, I have. We want to come to player exiting vehicle and we'll paste those in. And we just need to swap everything around. So the first line, we deactivate by setting to false. We'll change the comment. We also want to change this to false as well. And remember to change the comment. Then we want to reactivate the first person controller. And we'll just keep going for the player's camera now. And finally for the player's audio listener. And we'll save that off there. So we've still got a lot more to do for getting in and out of the vehicle. We want some sort of GUI. We'll also want to move the player game object or to have it reinstantiate itself at the side of the vehicle, or should I say the vehicle's new position once we actually exit. So we've drove a bit with exit and we'll make the player FPS controller appear at the side of the door. So lots of things to get in place, but this lesson was just to get the code in place that's going to manage the camera and the audio listener and also the FPS controller. And we'll pick this up in the very next lesson. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.